steps in?
Yep. A little bit, just to walk around.
Yeah. And it's on. Coming to you live tonight from Letterkenny, Ontario. The U18 Local League 1 taking on the Listowel Cyclones here at Steve Kerr Memorial Arena. 4-5-6 line out to start us off. And we're deep into the offensive zone right away. Boys looking for another win here tonight. They've been, the games have been few and far between. And some of these players haven't been out in a long time. Here we go. Nice shot from the slot. Jaden sliding in there to take that one. Parts and pieces of a broken stick floating around that ice. Goalie jumping in front of the way of that one. Giving Listowel a chance to get down into our zone and firing one at Aiden. Shots on both nets already in the first, not even the first minute of play. Both teams getting a switch. Nine out there taking the draw. Listowel grabbing possession and Storm pushing it ahead for ice. Try that again. Let's go, guys, says Judy. One of my most dedicated viewers, I think. Glad you can join us wherever you are viewing from. Give us a shout out. Let us know who you are, who your player is, if you like. Number 9 picking it up in the zone, skating through the crowd, off to 11, and 16 there to gather that up. 16 in the boards, sends it down around, picked up by 9 out front to 11, 11 with a shot wide. Good cycling that around, guys. Keep that up. Back to 11 in the boards. Listowel picks that up, sends it out around. Nine dumping it deep, and they're back in the zone. Puck comes out. That'll be ice. And we'll get the face-off back in Listowel territory with a new forward line. 2, 8, and 13 out. Evan and Cooper for the D. Holding the zone. Listowel with a slip slide. And puck's back into the offensive zone. And back out to the neutral territory. That's grabbed up by Evan. Played away by Aiden. Down into the boards. Evan up to Caden. Back to the D, sending it in. Picked up Sawyer. Bounces it out. Listowel regroups. Tries to. 8's going to keep pushing that ahead. Oh. The boys testing out the refs. 2 minutes. We'll play with a 1-man advantage. Facing off in the offensive zone. Jaden back to the D18. Logan sending that down in and back off to Carson. Carson with a high shot there. Backhander from Jaden out to 4, and goalie able to block her that away. Back to 17. Sends it through traffic, down around. High one off the post. Hand pass down. High stick. And the face off outside the zone. Seeing some good pressure from the Storm here tonight. They so far got a team eager to get out there and get playing all these skills that they've been practicing for a little while, and just happy to get the games going again. We've got some consecutive games coming at us here. We've got tonight, Friday night, and Sunday night back-to-back games. 4 picking that up down in behind, out to the front, and Carson there to pick that up with a nice pass over to Logan and the back to Carson. Carson firing one in there. Goalie able to get his glove on it. Good pressure, Storm. Ronan and Caden and Owen out for the forwards. Back to Eli and Neben there at the D. Eli sending one down and gets another little ability to keep it in there with a flying leap. 9 down on the boards. Taking it around behind the net, looking for an opportunity, firing it in. Back to the D. Neben off the boards, back to 9, sends it in. Slightly wide. Back to Eli. Eli between the legs of a Listowel player. 11's got it, sends it down. Chase it down, Storm. 11 moving in, getting possession again, taking that right away. Through the crowd, and it, some fast hands there. Not sure what happened, didn't find its way to the back of the net, and I don't know why. Looks good on paper. Back to Neben. Sending it down. Listowel takes a hold. That's kept in the zone by Ronan. Ronan moving ahead. Gets it to the side of the net and pushed away. Listowel getting a hold, back out. Owen with a long reach there, trying to break that up. And Listowel with the rush. Eli able to do some measures there. Listowel holding the zone. Able to skate around with some friction from the blue. Yeah, start skating, boys. There. Back up to the center. Neben with a big reach, and he holds on to that. Eli sending it down, no ice on that one. And the new forwards out, 7, 8, and 2. Sawyer hung get that puck, and they're not letting them away with that. Holy man. Bit of chaos happening around the net. Nobody's going to do any time, I don't think. Oh, maybe he is. One white goes to the box. And we'll play ahead again. Giving the Storm that advantage. Nothing. 8 minutes, 16 seconds left in the first period. Four, 5, and 6 out there to face off. Back to the D. A high shot in, hits the mesh for a whistle. And we'll try it again. Same thing. Logan sending a bullet in. Oh, I think it was kind of deflected high, that one. Had lots on it. Try the other side this time. Carson picks it up. Carson ahead and tip. Both Jacob and Jaden able to get sticks on that one going ahead. I'll face off on the opposite side. Mason not getting the better of that draw. Listowel sending it around, but Logan's going to hold it and send a flying bullet on the... Oh! Goalie was down there and puck sent high. Watch that high guy now. Carson manages that. And Logan picks it up behind the net. Out to Fort. Back into the Listowel zone. And the boys will have to clear. Logan calling for it and then takes a slip. This is big ice here. The boys will be pooped here in after a few shifts of this. Back to 14. 14 with the slapper in. Off of the hand of number 9. Shaking that off. Back to 16 in the right spot, and it just didn't connect with the net, but good opportunity nonetheless. No ice on that, says the refs. Back to 14. 14 looking for the out. Up to 9, up to 11. 9 picks it up, centers ice, down through the slot. Goalie found it. Nice try. Nine, 11, 16 stay out. New D come out, Evan and Cooper. And that one's out of reach for them. Goalies or refs waving off the icing. 15 chasing it down. Up to 9. 9 in the neutral zone. Enters the zone. Down through, off the goalie again, leaving it dangling. And boys are going to have to get out. Watch now. Oh, that one found its way in. Tough one, boys. We'll have to play back a little. Listowel opening up scoring. 1-0. 6 minutes left in the first period. That's one you're just going to have to shake off. Not tallying the minutes, but I think we spent most of our time in the offensive zone so far this game, so hopefully they can keep it that way and better the odds for them. Evan chasing this down. Back out to 13. 13. Picked up by Sawyer. Off to Joey. Into the zone. Sawyer is just taking the abuse this game. I think he's drawn all 3 of the penalties so far. He's feeling that. And White goes to the box again. Wow. He's the target. Carson sending that back down into the zone. Aiden playing that around to Logan. And the boys looking at a way to get this broke out. Gonna have to try that again. Off to 17. Start skating. 17 down into the zone. Left stalled out and Listowel plays it away. (18 to 17). Some new forwards come on. 4. Taking a hold. Sending one in. Goalie grabs that. Get us a face-off in Listowel territory. 4, 5, and 6. 14 and 19 out there. What? Coincidental penalty there. 2 going to the box, cross check, so they'll send out another forward. Owen comes out. Owen, Jacob, and Jaden here to handle this power play. Eli moving ahead. Jacob coming back to protect the line. Jacob getting a hold. Cycling that around, looking for 9. He found him. 9 back to Jacob. Finds its way in. That's the way, guys. Tricky stuff. Thought he was going one way. Sent it back the other. Nice assist. Nice goal from Jacob. Well done. That'll even things up here. 1-1. 4 minutes, 15 seconds, and hopefully put a little wind in these guys' sails. Finish out this first period. 9 taking the draw. 11 moves ahead and gets the hold, pushes that ahead, and 9 picks it up into the Listowel territory, pinned up against the boards, and 11's there to pick it up. Nine able to get a stick on that and assume some control. Back to 15. Cooper with a bouncing puck in, and no whistle. It's loose. That's in. Boys saying, oh, the net was off. Well, I don't know that it was. Storm able to put another one in quick succession. Good work from that line. 9, 11, 15, 16, 7. Listowel sending that ahead and chasing it down. Evan looked around and he was right there. 11 off to 9. 9 into the zone. Firing one in, slightly wide. 15 not able to hold that there. It was coming out hot and heavy as they send it deep and circle to get out. And they burn back in. 16, sending that ahead. Listowel with some height on it to clear the zone. 15 able to poke that away before he took it to the front of the net, which was a good defensive play there, Cooper. 9 looking for the out. Didn't quite clear the zone. They're going to say it did. And that'll get us a change. Some new skaters. "13, looking for 2. He gets it across and unable to pick that up in front of the net. 18 able to hold that zone, and many skaters leaving, thinking it was out. 17 sends it down. The blue turns and re-enters the zone. 8 cycling in. Moving over to the near side. Carson there to look for that. And Logan Haslam with a strong backhander able to repossess that for the blue. 13 off 2. 2 with a backhander into the zone. Puck comes back out. Eli. Oh boy. 2 gets the hold again off the goalie's pads and back down into the Storm zone. Push back ahead. Listowel looking to get it going the opposite direction. It's not working out for them. 4 able to get a stick on that pass. Off to Jaden. Jaden picking it up the line and sending it deep. 4 moves in. Jacob gives that a poke behind the net, and puck comes out the far side. Number 9's there, and that puck comes out. Listowel makes a rush for it. They didn't get it cleanly onside, so coincidental penalty over at this point, and minute 6 left on the clock. 2-1 for the Saugeen Shores Storm. As we face off outside the Storm zone. Listowel dumping it deep. And Cooper moving ahead to play that. Puck working its way out. And 5 there, able to make that go ahead for Jacob. Looking for a route through traffic, and White there to put the stops to that. White heading the other direction, looking for a shot. Aiden able to send that away with a stick. Oh. Listowel finding the back of the net again. That'll even it back up, 2-2. We'll go back to the center ice for the face-off. .15 trying to work that off the boards. So that one's saved by the post. Number 9 takes a hold. And they're in the zone, 9 and 11, and that gets robbed. And Listowel not sure what to do as they send it out. That finishes the first period. And both teams going to have a little chat.
Yes, I'm home now, so
That puck finding its way into the Listowel bench. And facing off from the Storm territory. 17 moving that forward. Listowel sending it back. 17 again. Looking to find the way out. 9 picks that up. Far side would be good. Didn't work out. Aiden grabbing that up. They were doing something. He had it. Bit of a laser sent in there. And he held on. Logan up to Caden, and that puck comes out. 9 chases it down behind the Cyclones net. Still trying to get a hold. Giving them some friction there at the very least. And giving 11 a chance. And 16 back to 11. 11 has a hold. He's looking for the net. And back to 18. 18 tries for a ripper. And Listowel's able to send that out. $11 off to 9. 9 going for a skate. Sends the laser in a little wide. With enough on it to get all the way back down to the Storm zone. 14 off to 16. The line changed, except for Ronan. He's still out there. And he's looking to get out. And he does get his change. As Listowel enters the zone. That one's sent high off the glass and comes back around. Up to 13, Caden Root. He's going to be able to get a hold here. As he's mashed into the boards. Listowel taking a hold again, and 14 with a nice poke check there, holding on to that. And back to 19. 19 off the boards and deep into the zone. Storm figuring out a bit of a change. And Listowel getting a hold. 13. Caden again getting a hold. Off to Sawyer. Sawyer sending that ahead before he got what looked like he was going to get creamed. Didn't work out. Listowel sending it in from the blue line. Aiden had it in his glove. Trickles out. Listowel holding out of the zone, but Mason able to keep that going the right direction. He gets it out ahead of him, and he can't pick it up behind the net, and comes the other way. Neben having to get back and taking that around the net. Neben to the near side. Back to 6. 6 keeping it going the right way, off from 4. Oh, nice shot. Mason hit. And they pick it up. And 15 down there battling. And 6. And 7. And boards. And Jacobs there as well. Back to the Listowel D. They send one in. And that went to the back of the net. High side, blockers, side. That'll make it 3-2 here in this second period. 11 minutes, 12 seconds on the clock. Well, 5 with a nice pass out to Jacob, and then that's picked off by Listowel. sitting at the front of the net. They send one in. Listowel sure finding their legs here in the second period. I'm breaking up a bit, says Judy. I'm on the Wi-Fi here in the arena. Maybe I should switch and go to my data. Sometimes it's better and sometimes it's not. So let me know if it gets bad. I'll definitely do that switch. We got 10 minutes here left in this period as Listowel sends one in. '18 getting a hold, and Listowel breaking that up off the boards through the center zone, and Ronan, he's got a hold. He's looking for the back of the net, and that ricocheted off goalie's mask, and no one in the slot to pick it up. And we go the other way. Caden Root able to pick that pass off, and he's funneled into the boards. Joey getting a hold, enough to 2. Sawyer dumping it into the zone. Goalie out to play that. As Caden comes off, 4-2. Oh, nice setup, guys. It just didn't hit the back of the net. Keep trying and it will. Storm able to hold it in there for a moment and comes out to the neutral zone. Listowel working with that, trying to get it pushed ahead. Yeah. 19. As Listowel switches. Yeah, now's the time. Yep, gets skating up to 2, and Sawyer stalls out. He sends it across, and that's picked off. Jacob off to Jaden. Jaden and sends a nice one in. Goalie's able to grab that. Four. Looking to get a couple good chances there. Goalie pats that away both times. Can't remember how the first 2 went in, but Aiden able to make that same save at our end. He's grabbing anything that's kind of easy, so might have to find some of those tricky corners and 5 holes and stuff there, you know. 15 chasing this down, backhands it around, and 9 able to break that up. He moves it around. Off the boards. And that's picked off. 11 there to pick that up. And Listowel turns it again. And that one finds its way to the back of the net. Tic-tac-toe, and they put it in. That'll make it 6-2 here in this second period of what's turning into be a pretty tough game for the Saugeen Shores Storm. Time to start making a difference here, Storm. You've got them outnumbered. Moving ahead. The 17 able to break that up. Off to 2, back to 8. Joey pushing that forward. And Listowel swoops in, take control, and 18 breaks that up, sending it back down. Off to 13, and that pass not able to get picked up, and Listowel takes a hold as they enter the zone. That puck comes out and dumped deep, giving the Storm an opportunity to pick it up, but they don't. 17. Working that off the boards, back to 13, and that puck's in Aiden's glove. Five to 2, 6 minutes, 5 seconds left in the second period. Jacob with a nice little poke check, moving that in the right direction, and he got him dead to rights here, and that goes over the post. Nice try, had it pushed in the right way. As Listowel retaliates, comes back into the Storm zone. And that's going to be icing. (11) back to 15. 15 up to 16. And 9 in there battling for it. And puck comes out. Back to 7. 7 tipped ahead. Oh, and 9 picked that up. Way to go to the box for that. Right there, guys. Oh, nice try. Logan looking to send it, and he does, high and wide. Back to 18. 18 kicking that forward and says, I got a lane, and he sends it. Goalie able to grab that up. That one went off the back of the leg of somebody, I think, and sent back in. 13 back to the D. Logan goes high. 17 sends it down deep. Joey there. And White goes to the box again. And we'll play some 5-on-3. There's 2 Cyclones sit in the box for 1 minute and 6 seconds. Time to get control and keep control here, boys. And that hits the back of the net. Way to go, Carson. And that'll let one of them out. Carson with a nice goal from just off the blue line, sent in the right spot. He had it, had that figured where he wanted to put it. And he made it happen. Back to the 5-on-4 configuration here, and the puck comes back out. 18 picking that up in the neutral zone, and he's challenged with some onlookers, and the puck goes in. Mason has a hold, and Logan calling for it at the D. Finds it back forward again, and back to 5. Jaden has control, and down in the far side, Jacob picks that up. Jacob looking for an out. Back to Carson. That's off the skate and down into the boards. And that's moving around. And Carson again, send it. He dumps it deep, dumps it back, and Listowel able to push that out. Logan curls on that, and he going in. Down in and behind the net. 19 at the line. Gonna have to clear the zone, boys. As the boys clear out. 19 working his way ahead, and that was looking pretty good. Back to 14, and that's Listowel takes possession. With a shorthanded goal. D letting them in there. Back to the center zone. That'll make it 6-3. The Storm fight stay in this game. A hard shot in. Aiden able to grab a hold of that. Aiden gloving that. As the boys have a few things to discuss out there. $15 finding his way to the box for that. And one from each team. So we stick with the 5-on-5. 5 minutes for bad behavior. I think so. Owen giving himself an opportunity here with a little, and that didn't work out for long, but Listowel able to get it going the other direction. But we'll get the face off down in the Listowel zone. Creating that icing there is able to get us the face off where we want it to be. Joey taking that draw and back to 18. 18 holding on to it, moving it ahead and not able to get it square on the net like he wanted, but he did get it going the right way. And Listowel plowing through. Got to get in front of these guys. Some new skaters out for the Storm. Minute 24 left in this second period. 6-3 for the Listowel Cyclones. 2 off the boards. Again, that gets $13 off to 8. 8 grabs that and brings it out of the zone backwards, but he got it out. 8 trying to get it moved ahead. And Listowel picking it up. 56 seconds rolling off that clock. So Listowel moves the way they would like it to go. And we kind of stand around a bit. I think the physical conditioning of some of the team is lacking a bit here just after this break. $18 up to 2. 2 getting it going the right way. And Listowel with the pass off the boards, able to pick that up in the neutral zone, and we watch. 2 again, gets that going. Sends it forward and into the zone, and that's a high flying puck to 4. 4 off the skate of one of the Cyclones. And that'll do it. That's it for the second period. Go out of this 6-3 for the Listowel Cyclones. I'll take a little break and we'll come back in about 10 minutes and we'll pick it back up. I'll try using my data versus the Wi-Fi. I'm not sure how it's going, but if anybody has any feedback or whatever, send it out in the team chat. If you'd like, let me know whether it's coming in clear or whether I should change it or not, and I'll make the adjustments. Thanks, everyone.